Okay, I am live. I am using StreamYard. I have never used this before in my life, so we'll see how it goes. I have some background music going. I'm assuming since it's through StreamYard, you'll still be able to hear me without a problem. So let me know. Let me know if there are any issues. Hey, Sam. It's great to see you. I'm having a good day so far. Kind of stressed about live streaming again. It's been so long. I hope that that the sound is all right. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if anything is off, anything I need to tweak, etc., etc. We are going to be doing some sprinting today. I haven't fully decided what I'm going to do. I have an idea, but I might switch around between projects. So, let's see. It seems like this is a loop. I'm trying to find some music that would be good for when we are writing, since we're going to do like 15 and maybe 30-minute sprints, that sort of thing. Hey, Sheraton. Great to see you. You are our sound expert, so let me know if everything sounds all right here. Well, this one's kind of nice. I'm just playing around with music right now. I didn't get to do a whole bunch with StreamYard before going live. I just kind of jumped in. It'd be nice to have a Zoom alternative, and everyone keeps telling me to use StreamYard, so I'm trying it. I'm trying it now. I'm trying it, everyone. So if you haven't checked out my first Preptober video, I highly recommend you take a look, because it's been out, well, almost a week now, and I'm going to have another one coming out tomorrow. I always do a little series of videos leading up to NaNoWriMo that are more they're more educational. Like NaNoWriMo, I kind of hone in. Actually, I think last year I did educational stuff in NaNoWriMo too. But I do, the general idea is to sort of educate and help people prep during Preptober, and then to do a bit more like personal check-ins, things like that during the month of November while I'm writing. And I do a lot of streaming too. So with these ones in October, you're probably going to get the most out of them rather than just watching me flail around and try to get my work done. One thing I don't like about StreamYard is I can't really, and I mean this may just be me, I can't really add like any pretty filters and stuff like that, and I'm really big on that. I like pretty filters and backgrounds and all of those things, so, but it's okay, this is an experiment. I also don't expect a ton of people to be here the first time around. Since I was looking this up, it's been 4 months since I did a live stream last, so it's, people I'm sure have gotten away from it and are like, does Holly do those anymore? Who's Holly? Although I'm very thankful, by the way, if anyone is here who is a new subscriber, welcome, and thank you for following my writing education, my writing talks, my progress, and all of that. In the last week, I've got, I think, like 40 new subscribers, so that was really nice, and it's really fun to see the first NaNoWriMo, the first Preptober video, doing so well. So I appreciate all of you, and yeah, if you are new, don't be shy, say hi in the comments. We're going to usually take like the first 5 or so minutes just to ramble a little bit, but we are going to be doing timed sprints. Sometimes I have an exact schedule. This time I'm not going to. We're just going to play it by ear, see what everyone wants. I think we'll probably start off with a 15-minute because those are a good warm-up length, and we'll probably wrap with a half hour, which is my usual system. So if you are here to write, also I'm trying to stop saying so much. I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but I notice all of my speech issues when I edit my videos, and I'm always starting sentences with so. It's like how some people say like. But once you notice it, it just sort of like breaks your brain a little bit. It's like, oh my god, I have to stop saying this thing, and then you wind up saying it more, and it's a loop. Hello, Kat. Thanks for stopping by. Everyone, let me know what you are planning to work on today. I would love to hear about it. I do think I mentioned that I have a couple things I might do. I do have a lot going on right now. A lot. We are prepping for well, a move and also putting stuff in storage because I'm going to be a digital nomad for the next year. And so I have to put a whole bunch of stuff in storage, and it's like basically divided between stuff that Pay needs and stuff that my mom is gonna take over, and then things that go in storage. And then the stuff that's going in storage, I also need to have some items that are like more accessible, so I'm having to think very, very hard about where everything goes. And it's funny because I was gonna put things in storage last week, and Sheraton knows this. The night before I was like, it's not happening, I'm not ready. And I'm glad I did that because I've been going through things and doing this like very, properly, meticulously, and I think that was necessary. So anyway, I have my printed out copy of the first draft of Sinterra, and this is my Rebel Rhino project. I'm going to be editing, and so right now I think what I might do today is go through and basically make some points on what I need to focus on, because I would really like to get a second, although I think this is already the second draft. Yeah, I need to get a third draft finished by the end of NaNoWriMo in November. So that's the goal. And because of that, like sometimes editing like Rebel Rhino is really fast because you're not writing new stuff. But I am going to be writing a lot of new stuff in here, and I need to point out ahead of time, like, remember this, do this, so that I have like a roadmap for my editing, which is a kind of new thing for me. So I'm going to see if I can start on that today, and that'll be fun because I haven't been able to do any creative stuff other than videos for a long time because I just haven't had the mental space or time. So I think I'm going to make myself do it today, and it's going to be a good thing. With that being said, I think that we can get into our first sprint. Now, what I have heard from looking on YouTube is that I can share my screen and get a little timer and sort of put it in the corner. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to hide my bookmarks first. Not that I think it really matters. I don't have anything important on there. It just looks messy. Alright, so I'm going to share this timer. Okay, so we'll see me in the bottom corner. This works because it's always so awkward to have my whole face when I'm just writing. It's just like, I always think about, what am I doing? And then sometimes I catch myself if I just sort of skip through and look at the playback, and I'm saying like, it's like with my mouth hanging open, like mouth breathing while I write. It's deeply embarrassing. Okay, we have 3 people. That's a good start, and we'll build it up. I'm going to make a little post on my Discord server. If you haven't joined yet, please do, just to let everyone know that sprints are up and running. Probably make some other little promo during these first 15 minutes while the rest of you are working. Sheraton, you are working on some writing for videos, but also structuring your story for the zine. Yes, also, for writers anywhere in the world, if you would like to contribute to the Stygian zine, we are taking submissions for the January issue until the end of November. And I know some people have submitted and not received anything back. That's okay. You won't be receiving anything back yet. We're busy, but we're getting them. We're highlighting them. We're starring them in the inbox, and we're really looking forward to going through everything and putting together this first issue. With that being said, let's start a timer and see what we can get done in these first 15 minutes. So we did not have a alarm on that. I think it said it had an alarm, but apparently not. But our first 15 minutes are up. How did everyone do? Let me know. Also, hello to Stephen and Alan. I said in the chat, but I always like to say hello here as well. It's nice to see you both. And Alan, like I said, I hope you have a really good flight. We're doing a Stygian stream for anyone who's interested. It'll be after this one. There's a little half-hour break, and then 3:30 we will be live on the Stygian YouTube channel. I'm just gonna switch up that banner actually. So we're doing Stygian Saturdays this Saturday, next the 3rd. We will not, because I'm on a holiday, and then the end of the month, the final Saturday, there will be one as well. The concept is to split them up into the 3 parts of the book. If you've read the Stygian collection, which hopefully you have, there's 3 different parts, and so this first one is the Demon Within. I don't know if everyone's going to be able to be there though, so I know Alan can't. Hananya is a maybe, and I think. So I didn't hear back from Jeremy, so it may end up just being Pei and myself, but that's fine. It's open for other Stygian authors to join in on other Saturdays if they like, because I know not everyone's going to be available for their segment of the book. And speaking of the book, if you have not read it, if you do not have a copy, you can actually win one. Right now, we are running a contest across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you do the like, comment, share thing, you can win a free copy of the book. And we're going to be doing those contests all through the month. So there's 4 chances for you to win a book. And all right, we're just like Stygian Society everywhere. So just look us up. For my sprint, I didn't really do much. I was just posting, and I started looking through where I was at, because I'd started doing a little bit of an edit on this. But then I had an idea. I need to write my script for my next NaNoWriMo Preptober educational video. I have 2 more to do, and I kind of want to film and edit them and schedule them in this coming week, so I should write both of the scripts. I would love it if everyone watching here could let me know what you would like to learn about during Preptober, if there's anything you think I should talk about. Oh, thank you, Alan. Because the thing is, I've covered so much, and I have some ideas. Like, I had an idea to maybe do something about mood boards and things like that, but I'm not a big mood boarder. I do a little bit of it. So I would be kind of talking in a general term and looking up what other people do and not really speaking from what I know. So I could still do that if anyone's interested in it. And I think it would be fun, because it's funny that I'm not more of a board person, like a Pinterest person, because I am very visual. But yeah, I don't know. It's like how I can't keep a journal. I can't keep something up like that. So I'm not so good at it. Yeah, especially if you've seen my past Preptober NaNoWriMo videos, and you've seen what I've talked about before, if there's something new that you think I could touch on, that would be cool. The one coming up tomorrow, I'm really excited about, and I will let you know. I'm going to talk about genre, and that's not something I've ever touched on this channel at all. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking for, these little things that maybe I haven't talked about. And it's hard because I've talked about so much. This is my 3rd year of doing Preptober and NaNoWriMo stuff on YouTube, and it's just, I feel like I've been over it all. But maybe not. Maybe there's something that you think I could do more of, etc. Oh, you were about to mention genre. Yeah. Yeah, I was editing it yesterday, and it's not often that I actually look at something I'm doing and think, yeah, okay, I like that. I really like how that turned out, especially with video, because video is a difficult element for me. And I watch, I'm like, yeah, all right, this is good. So I think you're all gonna like it, I hope. But any other concepts, and you can let me know through this stream. We are going to be going, by the way, to 3 p.m. Eastern, so That is how long this will go. And then I hope you join us for the Stygian stream at 3:30 on the Stygian channel. And I'll actually link that in the comments so that you have access to it. And I'll link our Instagram too so that you can enter to win a free book. I think that we will do another 15-minute sprint this time around. Oh, that's also what I wanted to talk about real quickly, actually. I'm going to share my screen and just show you for any writers in the audience who want to submit their work to Stygian. If you want to find out more about our zine, here's our lovely website. You just head to zine, stygiansociety.com/stygianzine, and you will have all the info here. It's very simple. It's focusing on the Stygian theme again. We're doing this to keep the whole anthology vibe going because there were people who were like, keep doing anthologies. I'm like, well, we can't just keep publishing anthologies. We're going to publish full, standalone novels. But by doing a zine twice a year, we can keep that anthology energy going. And also we're welcoming in art. So you can submit comics, you can submit photos, you can submit, paintings, etc. And if you want to submit a written work, it can be, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, as long as it's all around that sort of hellish, dark, Stygian concept. So you can submit all year round, but works received between June 1st and November 30th are considered for the January issue, and works received between December 1st and May 31st will be for the July issue. And then if you get in, we're going to send you $20. So it's all good. Now, with that, I'm going to get back to our timer. I'm going to reset it for another 15 minutes. And if you have any more comments, maybe I'll just do some brainstorming for script writing, because I don't know about the mood board thing. I just don't know if I'm sold on it yet. We'll see. For anyone who is just joining, welcome. We're doing sprints. We're hanging out. Feel free to chat in the comments and let me know what you are working on. Okay, 15 minutes set up. I'm going to see what different music we can play with. There's something called Feeding the Ducks. What does this sound like? That's not really what's in my head when I'm feeding ducks, but let's go with it. All right, another 15 minutes starting now. And time is up on our second 15 minutes. I think I'm going to search and see if I can find a timer with an alarm. Because I have to keep watching it, and that doesn't really help me. Okay. All right, I think I got one, so we'll be able to try that for the next one. It's a kitchen timer. All right. Next time we'll have an alarm, so you don't just suddenly get blasted with my voice being like, hey guys! I figured out what my script is going to be, and I wrote 134 words on it. So I will be able to finish that, and I still need one for my final one of the month, but I think I might make that more of a general thing. I had notes about it. They're on my other computer. I'm gonna have to stand up and awkwardly look at it and see what I was originally planning when we get into sprints, and see if I need to change it up or not. But I will let you know that the third video for my Preptober series is going to be all about dialogue. So this month we'll have the toolkit, which was the first one, and the genre discussion and dialogue. And I'm trying to think, like, in my earlier years, I really divided these up into like different elements in writing and tried to kind of cover everything in a way. Last year was really the best for that, but because I just don't want to show. I'm really obsessive, and I'm like a completionist with things, so I want it to be, complete and tied up in a nice little bow. But this year might be a little bit more random, just because I'm getting to the point in my channel where I have talked about a lot. So I see we're getting a few more people dropping in. Welcome if you are just joining. We're sprinting today. We're on a brief break right now. We've done 2 15-minute sprints. We're going to be going until 3, so just over another hour. I think we might do a couple more, 1 or 2 more 15-minute, and then do let's see, 1 more 15-minute, and then a half hour to wrap it up. I think that's probably what we'll do, and with room for talking in between, that should work, or maybe 2 15. We'll see. And then after, you get a break, and I'm going to shill it again. We're doing Stygian stream on our Stygian channel at 3:30. And I don't know how long that one's going to go. So if you want to drop in, definitely drop in like right at 3:30, because we're kind of just testing the waters. It's a small channel. We don't know how many people are going to show up. And if it's dead, we're just going to do the basic things that we planned and then wrap it up, rather than hanging out and just trying to fill dead air. So stop in early. else was I gonna say? I can't remember. I have so much stuff going on. I also have my, for anyone who is interested in how I plan my bajillion things I do, I have calendars. I have a monthly calendar that I print out that I don't need to show everyone everything, but you can see that I have stuff written on every day, and it's only going to get worse. I have a monthly calendar, and then week to week, I have a weekly calendar. And then I also have versions of these on my computer as well. So I have Asana, and I have Google Calendar, and I have that. So I've got it accessible anywhere, and sometimes I just really like to have it on a piece of paper, so I'll write it out that way. It's not always like this. It depends how much work I have going. Sometimes I don't have the paper calendars going, but when it is psycho crazy time, then I have the paper calendar going. I also have a weekly calendar that's a dry erase in our kitchen. So there's that. It's a lot, but it's how I do things, and I've only dropped the ball once. Very proud of myself. Okay, so I just see we lost like 3 people when I talk. I can never tell if it's the sprints or my talking that makes people want to dip in and out, but I think it doesn't really matter, that they're just going to do that throughout a stream anyway. I got really used to having my streams fill up with like, how many was I having? Like 15-ish people, 11, 15. So starting over with it being this small, it makes me nervous, but I know it'll sort itself out again. I had made a video about balancing it all. Would I be interested in making a Preptober calendar planning video? That could be an idea. Yeah, that would be good. Planning, that might actually be a good way. Well, I mean, not to wrap it up because that'll be the end of Preptober, but I mean, this year I could maybe do something about like November planning. That might be a good idea. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I'm gonna look at my note again because I had something I can't remember, but that could be a really good way to wrap it up. Not for Preptober, but for NaNoWriMo. Like, okay, now that we've talked about how to do some things, let's just plan out your November, and then I could keep the Preptober idea for next year because I do plan that far in advance. So thank you. Okay, so I have our new timer up, which should have a little alarm go off. I'm going to share the screen, and let's see how this one goes, and hopefully it's not a really annoying alarm. Okay, we're gonna have 15 minutes. Maybe we'll get to do 2 more 15, so we might have 3 more sprints for anyone who's just joining. Okay, so next 15-minute sprint, I'm gonna get back to work on the script and stand up and awkwardly check my other notes on this computer. So when I do that, that's what I'm doing. And let's get into it. alarm worked. I don't know if you all heard that, actually. Let me know if you heard it or not. Let me know if it was too loud or annoying, etc. I had no idea what it was going to sound like. I was just testing it. Yeah, it is going to be exciting traveling around the world. I am someone who gets inspired a lot by like new experiences and new places, and I know that sounds like it maybe goes without saying, but there are a lot of people who get more inspired being like more self-contained and stuff in their work. Oh, you didn't hear it? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how sound works on here, so maybe I'll play around with that for next time, or I'll hop on here and do like a test stream or something during the week. But for now, I guess we'll just keep going as we have been. Yeah, like I know for some people with their writing, they're very self-contained and sort of like they don't need to be out and about all the time. For me, I like without a doubt, every time I go out to write and I'm in like sort of new surroundings and there's things happening around me, my writing is like 10 times better. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to progress going out to places I've never been before and traveling and all of that. I'm really excited. And yeah, it's going to be a great year, although the foundation laying for that has been a lot. I'm so excited to I'm kicking it off by going to, well, first we're doing our reading, by the way. If anyone here is from Calgary, we're going to be doing a Stygian reading at Owl's Nest Books on the 19th, and that's going to be Payne, myself, and Jolene. So 3 of us will be reading there, and that I'm really looking forward to. So we're going to be in Calgary for a little bit. Then I'm doing 4 days in Canmore with my friend Chandra, who we haven't had any like solid girl time. She's in Winnipeg, I'm in Montreal, and we haven't had that for a very long time. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be 4 days. I'm like pre-planning everything so that I can be totally just offline for 4 days and just relax. And it'll be like it's in the mountains and it'll be cool out, but they've got like a hot tub out there and stuff. And we're going to go, there's what's it called? I don't know if it's still called no. I've been writing a script for Haunted Montreal about a funicular trail. Maybe it is called a funicular. I think it's called something else though these days. One of those, little gondola things. I don't know. They go up the mountain like in Banff, and there's like a restaurant at the top. So we're going to do that one day. But I think mostly we will just be relaxing and talking and eating food in the Airbnb, and it's going to be so nice after the last couple months. Then I'm gonna go home to hometown Winnipeg, which I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna try. I'm really excited to see friends and family there, but I left Winnipeg for a reason. I don't like it, but I'm trying to plan a trip there that's really full and all about nostalgia, and I think it's actually going to be an amazing way to start off this year of travel. It's also my test run because I haven't packed for an extended trip before, so I'm doing the month there and then I'll come back and sort of see how that worked, see what I got wrong, see what I got right, and be able to adjust for the next time I travel. And yeah, I'm actually sending letters out to the people who live in the 3 houses that I grew up in. There was one that I was in until I was like, I don't know, I was very little. I was like 3 or something like that. I don't know, little. So there's one house that I barely remember at all. Like I have vague sort of blurry memories, probably based mostly on photos I've seen. And then there was one I lived in till I was 15, I think. And then one that was up until I moved out. So I wrote to the people who live in all 3 of those houses, and I asked if they would allow me and my dad to come and just like do a little walk through the house and the yard. They'll probably all say no or just not get back to me. But on the off chance, I think that would be really cool. So I'm just trying to blast myself with nostalgia and then go on to this traveling. So I think it's going to be really, really good. And I'm going to talk about that on my channel. I am going to do content on nostalgia and memories and writing sort of based on that, which I think will be fascinating. And hopefully you all think so too. Hello, Margaret. So nice to see you. I know I owe you a letter. I have to write to you. I owe you, and I think Lori, I'm getting there. Anyhow, for my last bit of writing, I did more on my script. I wrote like 200 more words, going through it. We're going to do one more 15-minute. We'll just be able to squeak that in, talk a little bit, and then do our final long half-hour sprint. So if everyone else is ready... Oh, I forgot to change the banner. Oh, well. I love these little banners on StreamYard. I think StreamYard has sold me. I'm going to cancel my Zoom monthly and do premium on StreamYard instead. It is a lot more user-friendly, so to everyone who is telling me to use it, you were right. Thank you. Now let us start our next sprint. Or not. Okay, there we go. Okay, did you hear that time? I unmuted my mic. I know that makes no sense, but I did just to see if it maybe activated the sound in some way. If it did, then that's interesting. What are you talking about with a hazelnut vendor? Were you at some fall event, Margaret? I'm really looking forward to, like I said, I'm going to be in Winnipeg, but then I'm back in Montreal for the holidays, except for like 1 week when I'm going to California for a work Christmas party and to visit my podcast partner. But they do a lot of stuff at the outdoor markets here, and I'm really looking forward to going to them. I went to one thing last year, and it was all right, but I didn't get to be there as long as I wanted. I went to the farmer's market specifically because there was supposed to be an amazing nut vendor, but they're always later than they say they will be. Damn those nut vendors. I remember my dad grew up in this town in Manitoba called Arborg, and we would go there for Remembrance Day services, and also because his dad's, like, my grandpa's photo was up there, and we would go sometimes for like a Christmas event, and they would always have this, like, they had this peanut vending machine that was for hot peanuts, which I never thought of before, and they were great. Oh, I thought you were in. I'm not going to dox you, Margaret. And I can't dox her either, but I will say she's near Anaheim. So I'm going to be in that sort of chunk. But then for the Christmas party, we are going to be we're going to be in Irvine. So I'm flying into LAX, then getting to the Anaheim area, and then going down to Irvine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Got an Airbnb with a pool, and I haven't swam. The last time I swam was at my friend's backyard pool before he got rid of it, and I think it was like 3 years ago now, 3 or 4 years ago. So that'll be nice. We went to a music festival, and I thought I was going to swim there, but it was too cold. It was ice water, and some of my friends were bathing in the water, and I just sat on the beach and laughed at them and took pictures of them going like in the water. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm looking forward to California. I used to love going to San Diego when I was little, and I want to get back there at some point. We would always go for the big Comic-Con, which is even bigger now. But when I was going, it was still pretty big. I know my dad's been talking about going back, but I don't even know what the process would be like, even as a creator, getting into that now. I can't even begin to think about it. Alrighty, so we are going to do one more sprint, and this one's going to be half-hour long. And remember that after these, we are going to be doing Stygian Saturdays. So if you want to hop on over, it's going to be half an hour after this. We're going to be Pei and I, and hopefully some other people from the first segment of the book will be on. I'm just going to drop a link right now because we've got the stream scheduled, so you can hop on there. We are very much just playing it by ear, seeing how it goes. So we'll start at 3:30. If there isn't much activity, we're going to do our planned things, and then we're going to say bye and just leave the recording up, because we are actually doing kind of a cool concept where we're putting together well, I won't tell you specifically. We're putting together kind of a group project that will be completed by the end of the month. And so we're definitely going to do that part. And I think it'll be kind of cool. I hope it works out well. Anyhow, I will just refresh this timer, get it on 30 minutes. And oh yeah, and I was going to comment earlier, Stephen said something about elevator music. I think this one's a little bit better than the one that was going. The music that StreamYard offers is very like it's on a loop. I'm finding I don't mind it though, because it's so like it's kind of chill that it just helps me stay in the writing space. I hope it's the same for all of you, because I've had some background music before that was kind of chaotic. So start our timer. I hope everyone's getting some stuff done. You'll have to let me know after this long one where you're at. You took YouTube's non-copyright music and uploaded it. Yeah, that is a good idea. I saw that there's the upload option, so I'm gonna play around with that more. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna cancel my Zoom because I think you can record. You can record on here too, right? Like the way I've been doing interviews, like on Zoom, it doesn't have to be live. I think you can also record. So as long as I can use that, that'll be good, and then I can switch off of Zoom entirely for stuff. Yes, you can record. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to do that and then play around with this and pretty it up. I'm looking forward to it. I used to use Streamlabs and I had it very, very pretty. I was looking at my old stream today and I was like, oh, that was really nice. It was a lot of work, but it was nice. So maybe I can give kind of a similar energy. Okay, let us do our final sprint. Get ready and go. We're done. A little past 3, so I am not going to chat too long here because I do have another stream to prep for. I have got deep into this script and am actually super into it. I'm including some examples for dialogue, and so I'm getting kind of creative, and I'm creating a whole story in my head, even though it's just these little examples. So it's been fun. My brain hasn't been able to do this for a while. I do a lot of writing every day, but it's for my day job, and it's copywriting, so I don't always get a chance to be super creative. We have a couple clients who are fun, but a lot who are just sort of like, marketing, salesy. Yeah, check out our stream on Stygian. I will be over there at 3:30, so just under half an hour. Pei will also be there. We're hoping Hananya can join, and maybe Alan, but Alan is flying right now, so I don't think he's going to. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to try to make it." I'm like, "I don't think you will, Alan, unfortunately," but he'll be on another one in the future. Thank you all for joining me. I got a lot done. Sheraton, you got 230. That's awesome. 246 for Kiwi. Excellent. And Kiwi, we'll be doing another one of these next Saturday. If you want to catch the whole stream, it's going to be from 1 to 3 Eastern, 2 hours. And we also do sprints on Discord on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 Eastern. So if you haven't joined Discord, do that for sure. Those ones are all like text, so I don't go on video for them. They're pretty casual. They're fun. All right. I think that is all I need to shill for now. Thank you. Thank you again. Oh, 700. Awesome. Congrats and hello. You are most welcome. And I look forward to the next one. It was fun getting back into this and playing around with StreamYard a bit. And I appreciated having you all here. See you on the Stygian account, I hope, and have a day that is just as wonderful as you are. Bye.